welcome back to Ginny's, and I'm Ginny, and today we're going to be making Eton mess cupcakes. So I am going to begin with the cake so that we can get that into the fridge, and then we will start with the cream. Now I am going to show you how to stabilise the cream with gelatin because it will hold for longer. Still needs to stay in that fridge, only really at room temperature for 2 hours because it's dairy. But we will stabilise that up so that it will stay when it's in the fridge and not collapse, because they look lovely going in, and cream, you take it out and you're like, oh dear, what happened there? So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to begin, like I said, with the cupcake. So if you've seen my videos before, you will know that I always start, unless it's chocolate, my cupcakes always have the same base, and that's what we're going to do. There's a little V here, okay, and if you hit that V, the recipe drops down. You'll be able to screenshot it, do whatever you want with it, and saves you having to write things down as I'm talking. So here we go. Right, on with my paddle, and starting out with 180 grams of white sugar and 180 grams of unsalted butter. I use the Stork margarine. You can use regular butter. You can use what you like. So we're going to whip that on a medium to high speed for around about 3 minutes, because we want that to be full of so much air, because that's where the air is going to be coming from in our cakes. So if you don't do this bit, they're going to be flat. So give it a really good whisk, let it go for about 3 minutes, scrape down halfway through. I don't need to, I've got a cream and paddle, and I'll come back to you in a sec. Okay, mine's done. And it has become really light and fluffy and just like a mousse, and that's the way you want it. If you're using regular block butter, please make sure that it is the consistency of margarine coming out of the fridge, because otherwise it's going to stick and you're going to be there beating for ages. So it does need to be soft. I know it's confusing when people say soft. So if you think of margarine in the fridge, that's what you want it to be like. So now we're going to add everything else. So I've got 180 grams of plain flour and half a teaspoon of bicarb and half a teaspoon of baking powder, 3 eggs, and then I've got my strawberry stuff. Now my strawberry stuff is on my strawberry cupcake video, so if you want to see how I made my strawberry stuff, have a look at the beginning of my strawberry cupcake video and it'll explain it. And this is potent stuff and it's fab. So I am going to add 2 teaspoons of this. We don't want to add too much because it really is strong, and level that off. Also, you know I love vanilla. Add in my vanilla. 1 teaspoon again of vanilla going in there. Now we're going to mix this on low for about 40 seconds. So, lowest speed you've got. We don't want to knock out all that air. We've just spent ages waiting for it, and to knock it all out would just be pointless. And the weight of that flour, if it goes around too much, it will just cut through it. So, like I said, about 40 seconds. So if you haven't got a cream and paddle, stop now. Scrape that bottom, make sure none of that flour and egg is stuck right at the bottom. Give it a scrape around the sides. There we go. And then we're going to give it the last 10-20 seconds. That'll pull it all round. Perfect. Whilst we do that, I'll bring in my tray. Okay, my muffin tray. I'm going to do the piping method with you, which I like to show you. And that's done. Excellent. So give it a final scrape round. Just making sure that there is nothing there across the bottom that shouldn't be. Always being gentle, going in a round motion, cut through the middle and back. Right. Now we're going to put this into a jug. I find this gives you, if you use a spoon method and you're happy, or if you use the ice cream scoop and you're happy, carry on. But this will give you the continuity of having them all the same size. So I've got a really large jug because we can't have this trapped, because we don't want to lose the air, into a big piping bag. Scrape it all in. There we go. Just wipe my hand. just wait for this to fall. So with my scissors then, I am going to cut to the bottom off and give it about an inch. We don't want it to be too small because otherwise you'll be forcing it through and again the air is going to come out. So let it come down and then do the same thing for every one. Say something in your head that makes you do the same. So I'm going down and around and lifting off. So that is my one there, okay? And we're going to do this the whole way around. Okay, my oven is preheated as always to 160 degrees Celsius on a fan assisted oven. If you have a conventional oven, that would be 180 degrees. These will go in anything around about 18 to 20 minutes. So we'll go through that with you when I tell you how long mine took. Right, we're just on the last couple now. And you should be able to see from the motion that you've been doing that they're all pretty much the same. So I think I knocked that one a bit short. I got a bit scared I wasn't going to have enough. Don't know why, I've done it loads of times. Right. Okie doke. Perfect. So these all look uniform and the same. So I'm going to pop these in now. Whilst these are in the oven, we're going to get on with the cream. So I'll be back to you in a moment. We'll get the cream done and then when these are done. Right, let's get on with this cream and gelatin. So I'm going to put, oh, I need to take the lid off. I've got 500 grams of double cream. So I'm going to take back 3 tablespoons of the double cream. So 1, 2, 3. So we'll hold that back and the rest goes in. Right. Get rid of those. And then we'll put on the bloom whisk. And we're just going to let that go for around about 2 or 3 minutes on a medium speed. Okay, so now that's been going for about 2 minutes on a medium speed. And it's foamy, it's got bubbles all across the top. So I'll show you this. That is bubbly, can you see? Kind of. Right. So to this, I'm going to add 85 grams of icing sugar and then a teaspoon of vanilla. It gives it a lovely flavour. And then some of the strawberry stuff. So 2 teaspoons have gone into there of the strawberry stuff. Get rid of that. So we're going to drop this down and let this go again on a medium speed just to really mix all up. So I'm going to clean this down and then we're going to go and we're going to make the gelatin. Right. So now that is thickened up, so it's a lot thicker and you can see ribbons. See when it drops down there, it's sticking to the top. So that's as far as we want to take that. We're just going to leave that to one side and we're going to concentrate now on the gelatin. And this will stabilise it. If you don't want to add the gelatin, then you don't need to if you're going to eat them quite quickly. So I'm going to put a teaspoon of gelatin into a bowl, and that's gelatin powder, and I am using the Fun Cakes one with a bloom of 150. So pop that there. So then I am going to also add some water. So I've got cold water here, and I am going to add 2 tablespoons of cold water to that and give it a mix around. Now it will be kind of lumpy. So what we need to do now is just leave that for about 2 or 3 minutes. Just to, they call it bloom. So, which means just let it activate a little bit. So I'm going to set all this sorted out and then come back in 3 minutes. Okay, that's had its chance now. So see, it's kind of crystallized, not crystallized, but jellified. It's done exactly what it says it was going to do. So what we need to do now is heat this, and we don't want to boil it. It recommends around about 40 degrees, but we're going to pop it in the microwave for around about 5 to 10 seconds, and that is it. And this will just go a runny consistency, and that's exactly the way we want it. So I'm going to pop it in the microwave, come back and show you. Okay, so mine's been in, and it's completely turned to like water. So mine took 12 seconds. I took it out after 10 and had a look and just popped it back in again just for 2 or 3 seconds. So that is at most, okay? So that's completely clear. It almost looks like a funny coloured water now. Right, we are now going to add the cream back to it that we took away earlier. So we're just going to add that in and give it a stir. And then that's going to bring the temperature of this back down. You can feel it, it's absolutely fine. And then straight into our mix here. And then on a medium speed, we're going to mix this. We don't want to go too far. Remember, it hadn't done it before. We want to make sure that it doesn't separate. And it's really important. You can take cream too far sometimes and it will just split, and that's not nice. So you're not looking for like meringue where it's going to go like massive. You are looking for soft peaks with this. So I would always keep it on a medium speed because you can see it turning. If you take it up higher, it can, like a blink of an eye, it can curdle and just go. So you should start seeing it trailing. Now, I'm very nearly there. See when I lift it up there? Now probably just do with a couple of seconds more when I'm lifting it to the side. See? Right, I'm going to do a couple of seconds more, but I'm at the danger point now where it could go too far. So keep that medium speed. It will just do it slower and you will catch it. If I flew this up now, it would be gone. And I can see it more and more coming together. You'll see as it's coming round, the way it's pulling with the cream around the side, and the ribbons are becoming stronger and stronger. That's it, I'm done. Excellent, that is perfect. So I'm just going to give this a go around. See how lovely and silky that is? That is exactly the way we want that to be. So, our cream is done. See? That's the way you want it. Alright? Any longer than that and that will turn. So we don't want that to happen. Right, I am now just going to clear down and we are going to start decorating. Right, okay. It's my favourite time. It's decorating time. Love this. Okay, so I've got everything here that I need. I'll work my way through with you as I go. So I am going to take the middle sections out of these cupcakes. So we're just going to take a nozzle. I've got a 1M, not that that makes a difference, but that's the size of the nozzle there. And then we're going to just push down, twizzle, twizzle, and lift. That comes out. I need my stick. You need a little stick. Right. So there we go. There is your lid. Okay? And we want to keep hold of that one. So just make sure that enough comes out. Just move this to one side. You want a little hole just like this. Let's do another one. So again, straight into the centre. Twizzle down. Whiz, 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 whiz. And again, it's in there. Just go to the sides and that will push down. Save that. Come in with a little spatula, palette knife I should say, and then just core out the centre. So let's do one more. So you can get a corer for this, and if you've got a corer, better for you. I haven't, so I'm doing it this way. So again, twizzle all the way around there, and then I'm just going in and just gently teasing the sides in, and then tipping it out, leaving the hole in the centre. So that's what we would do with all of those cupcakes. I'm going to move those to the side because you don't need to see all of them. And we keep the tops. We'll move this out of the way for the moment. And now we are going to make our meringue mixture for the middle. So I made these kisses, meringue kisses. There is, I've got a tutorial for that on my page if you want to have a look for the meringue kisses. If not, you can just buy meringues, it's really up to you. So I'm going to take a spoonful of the cream that we have. So just spoonful like that of the cream, and then break up some of this so these kisses are just the way they should look, all gooey in the middle and sticky and lovely on the outside. Then using the spatula, don't want to mix this around too much because you don't want to curdle that cream. We're just going to gently just tease it over the top so that we get some of that meringue in there. And that piece. There we go. Right, then we're going to get 2 spoons, just teaspoons. I'm going to take a teaspoon of the mixture and then just pop it across the top there and push it in. So just push it all the way in there. There we go. And that's the centre part. Take your little topper and pop it back on. There we go. And this gives you that lovely crunch on the inside because we want that Eton mess experience the whole way through. So here we are. Again, crunch down there in the middle. Move that. Right, put the lid on. And then we're going to come in with the last, with some more of the strawberry stuff. Now this is strong, so please be careful, don't use too much. And just put a light coating of the strawberry stuff across the top. Not the whole top, just this part. It's so strong you don't want it everywhere and you really do want it light. And then as you bite into this, this is just going to give you all the way through, each layer of that Eton mess is coming through. You've got the strawberry in the bun, you've got the meringue on the inside with the cream, and then you've got the strawberry layer, and now we are going to put the cream across the top. So this is really, it's a little bit more of a time consuming one with making all the parts, but this is so good. Right, it's time to pipe now. So I'm going to use my 1M here. So I've made a hole in the bottom of the bag. Just push that through to make sure all the grooves are through. Get myself glass. Cup over it goes, making sure that through the middle there it's exposed so that you can get it all in. And then with a spoon, and always careful with this, we don't want to play around with it too much. We are just going to put this cream into the piping bag. There we go. The sides, and then we are going to pipe this wonderful cream on the top. That's all stable and it's going to stay in the fridge really nicely and not collapse because of that gelatin. So I'm going to go down. Oh look. Around. That is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Okay, just do another one. So down and around, and this is a 1M that I'm using here. And we'll do the 3. And there we go. Okay, and then to finish this off then we need to take some more of this meringue, and we need to just put some around the cupcake, the cream, just so that you get that real punchy flavour and the textures of the Eton mess all the way around. There we go. A little bit more. That's that one. And there you go. There we go. Now it is warm if you can hear noise outside, sorry. Right, I've got the door open so I don't swelter. There we go then. Right, so that's those there for the moment. My hands are so sticky from those. Wow, look, they look so good. Okay, and then I have got some of the strawberry stuff and I've added a little bit of water with it just to give me a consistency where I can pour. So I think I added, if you add drops and drops until you get this consistency. Only take a very small section off the end. Then, oh, hang on, it needs to be a bit bigger because it's not coming through. That's better. Right, and we're just gonna put some across the top, like this. There we go. Look at that. Right, and then I've got strawberries as well. We weren't finished. This is it. You don't have to add all of these bits, but if you really want it properly, look. Now that is our Eton Mess cupcakes, which are just the whole way through so good. And you'll really enjoy these and people will be coming back and back for these. So make sure that your cream is not left out for more than 2 hours because it's obviously dairy even though we've stabilised it. And I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you think of these and I will see you soon. Take care.